Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video, we're just going to jump into Rift Odyssey and let's see how far we can get. Now, I happen to know 85 is very tough, but we should be absolutely fine with the teams that we've got assembled. I think potentially what I want to do is take you out because we have proof of Glorians now. Proof of ethereals. So we don't need that third ethereal. What I think we might need to do is pop in. Glorian. Yeah, maybe Cleo is the right one. But she picks Galatians, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, this will be fine. Be fine. Let's jump in with these teams. What I might do is when I get up to 85, might take out Gaia, and I'll take out Elisha, and we'll just see whether or not we can beat it using non-seasonal units, because a lot of people won't have access to those seasonal units, so might be better off as a whole with those. That's what I didn't include on this team, which is a real pain. Did not include another deviant in there. So, it is what it is. Let's see how this one plays out. So, Audrey dead right away. Of course. It's tough, these stages. Look how much health they're recovering. It's crazy. So we get the corrode applied as well. We get burn applied with thanks to Mulan. Again, I don't think you necessarily need Gaia, especially on a team build like this. I just don't think you need Gaia. I think potentially having an ethereal. Oh, 1 second. So having an ethereal on there, I think would really, really help. Especially we get the increased dodge chance, and we get the fact we can double, triple, quadruple super on any given turn as well. So we can't taunt enemies, unfortunately, because they're immune to control effects, but we can start to do big damage, especially with the burn and the corrode. We just need to start out damaging them. So let's have a look at how many stacks we've got already. So we've got 30, 40 stacks. We need to get that up to 100 stacks. So quite a ways to go yet, but I think we should be absolutely fine with the build up from Gaia anyway. All this Sanctuary doesn't really matter. We've got the Awaken. The Taunt is not great, if I'm honest. Yeah, we're not even getting through shields at the moment, so it might be an L on this one. We'll have to see. Yeah, so we do apply burn and corrode to all of them, increasing those stacks, and we're up to 64 now. There we go, no longer taunted, and we are taking a lot of health off them, except for Dullahan and Franz, of course, but is what it is. Yeah, it's the HP recovery that's the problem. We do get the burns added on as well, and the corrode effects applied, so we're up to 84 stacks now. So starting to lose big amounts of health as we heal, and as they will heal it back up, but we've got shields off now. The only person who could put shields back on is this Talos at the back, but we are getting a lot of build up as well. But unfortunately, the Awaken buff has gone off, so we might not do as much damage as we were previously doing. But that shouldn't be a problem with the amount of damage we're actually doing now with our attacks. So we're actually starting to hurt them with our attacks. It's just Emily that is a bit of a problem in the heal. But with the amount of corrode that's being applied, so Franz is down, 22 stacks of corrode on Minotaur. Yeah, so it seems as though we're doing fine. We're doing fine. So we're up to round 6 with this. And Elmer again, still increasing attack and defense. Gaia is fully built up. Mulan is fully built up, and Lancelot is fully built up as well. I think this should be the second to last round, in that they've got, or they had 2 Phantoms on the team, in Minotaur and Franz as well. So yeah, second to last round. We've only got 2 more to go, and then Franz comes back, which is a real shame. But we apply that burn, and we're still doing tremendous amounts of damage as well. And we're up to 100 stacks now. So that 100 stacks will give us an increase of 60% damage, which is why we're able to do so much as well. So very good. Still thinking Ethereal on this team would do wonders, but we'll have to see. Applying all this corrode and all this burn to him. Talos just can't do anything against Elmer. That's it, Talos down. So finish this one, and let's move on to the next one. Now we do have Dullahan here, but we don't have that much defense. We can banish the enemy, so it looks like we've banished enemy Dullahan, which I think is fantastic. We get Holy Shield stacks off, the majority of them. It's just Minotaur who didn't have that corrode applied to him. And every crit that we do, we also increase our max HP and max attack as well. Unfortunately, a miss there from Elisha, but we do get the double stack, and then we'll get an additional 5 stacks here from Eudora thanks to the crit. And I think we should be good to go. So yeah, 18 stacks, 19 stacks now. And remember, every time we miss, or every time we dodge an attack, we will also retaliate with one of these, our ultimate attack. So it can be very powerful. Yeah, as you can see, putting a lot of hurt on the enemies already. How many stacks have they got? 10 stacks of corrode already. Yeah, this is why I wanted an Ethereal on the other team. So corrode kicks in, does a little bit, and then we're in round 2. So that's how many ultimates we've done already. And we just buff our stats up even more with this healing. And then we get Cleo to apply an attack increase. Dullahan now, 67,000 million. That's not bad at all. 85,000 million now. And Elisha hopefully will do some big damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. The double ult, not bad at all. Now they do heal back up, so it is just something to keep in mind. We get our crit increase from Excalibur. And Eudora here, she's just got to start blasting. Started blasting. And we get healing ruptures as well. So anytime anybody tries to heal, they'll take that much damage as well. We get the miss here. So we start to pop off even more. And Eudora got a miss. Is this the end for them? Round 2. What I'm going to do, just going to take facecam off for a second. I'm still here, don't worry. What I want to do is capture the end screen so I can add it into a short later on, if I get the time, because this is absolutely phenomenal. And we get the miss again, Dullahan. Cleo. And then Eudora. Just silly. I love that team. And then let's check out the stats. Damage done. They've got very high healths. It's the corrode and Gaia to do the most here. And this side, completely all down to Eudora. Fantastic. Right, so let's jump into next. Stick face cam back on. see my beautiful face. This one shouldn't be anywhere near as difficult. Nowhere near as difficult, probably. We'll just have to see. Maybe. There we go. And I think what we'll do is we'll skip through. Oh, that's 13 rounds. Flipping heck. That was a lot. It was a very long time to beat them. And this one is round 3. Yeah, this team consistently very good. Gaia to do the most damage. So I wonder what happens when we take Gaia off. It's going to be something to behold, I suspect. We might not get enough damage in. But if we replace her with another Mistfire, maybe might get the job done. Oh, it's loading this one. Long time. Let's go ahead and skip. 12 rounds. And 3 rounds on this one. Not bad at all. Okay, so 84, and then on the next one, we'll have to change anyway, just to get past the bind mechanic. What I'll do is I'll what I'll do is I will change the team ever so slightly. In that, hopefully, we'll get through. This one, round 3, absolutely fine. Then round 4. So what I mean by this is, Mercenary is Solomon, applies bind on 5 random enemies, forbidding them to use active skills. This is a permanent effect and has it's removed when the main boss has 15 or more stacks of debuff. So if you want to debuff, so you apply Corrode, it will debuff the it will remove that bind effect, or you can use one of these other units. So for this one, we're going to take out Gaia, as promised, and I'm going to pop in, I know it seems weird, I'm going to pop in Hades in this team, and it will give us proof of, it'll give us proof of Valianters, I believe. So yeah, it will give us proof of Valianters, but I think we should be fine, as long as one of the front 2 survive, we should be okay. Yeah, we should be fine. We'll see. And then on this one, I'm going to take out Cleo. And I'm going to go ahead and pop Karnak in, as he is a counter hero. And let's pop him on the back. We'll pop Seraphina in the front here, because she only needs to proc once. And this should be absolutely fine. We've countered him here, we've countered him in on this one. Again, if you don't have Hades, Victoria, absolutely fine to counter. Solomon, I ran her before I had a copy of Hades. You can also use Lee as well. So in case you don't have somebody, you can you don't have Hades, or you don't have Victoria leveled up very high, you can use Ozzy. He's a bit slow, but it is what it is. So say, for example, you pop Astrid in here, you take out Audrey, and you go over and use Lee. Stick Lee on this back row, something like this, and that team should be absolutely fine. In fact, I think this is probably a better setup than what I was going to go for. So we'll go with that one. And this, again, should be absolutely fine as long as we get those crits in. And we are challenge any... Cool. Great. Oh. Just thinking about it. Doing a lot of heavy lifting here. A lot of heavy lifting. But we'll see. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Ooh. Ooh. That was a strong coffee. Gross. But you'll see in a minute. I would choose Hades because he is the first to act. I.e., he is the fastest unit. Besides Ophelia with skin, he is the fastest to act. So the first to remove binds. So his speed is 108, whereas the rest of the bind units are 106. So again, it is what it is, you know. But we'll just have to see how well this team does. I think we should be okay. It might be 12 rounds. Who knows? Again, without Gaia, we might not even get there. We do have Astrid in here as well. But yeah, so the bind kicks in. So So it triggers on the end of the round. So if you have a very slow unit, might potentially pop off. Or it might work better if you have a much slower unit to counter the bind at the end of the round rather than at the start of the round. But looks to be absolutely fine. We get a double ult here. And we awaken and we apply that fortitude effect. So yeah, Astrid isn't going to die. Ooh, Lee is taunted, but that still means he can take action, which is fine. We'll still build up. Fortitude applies. And Lee building up his attack and defense as well. We still get the corrode damage kicking in, and we just need everybody to build up as fast as they can. So Astrid here with Skim, giving the additional attack based on her speed. So something to keep in mind. We do get Elma to pop off here as well. And that is with thanks to... Ooh, I don't know. Why is he double supering? That's weird. Because I've got no ethereals on. If anybody knows, let me know down below in the comments. I am quite interested in learning that. Get Astrid taunted. It is what it is. And we apply the bind effect as well. But fortunately our back row can't die. That isn't as much corrode damage as I would like, if I'm honest. But we do get the increase in attack. That is going to be very slow. Yeah, the reason I don't want to use Hades in this spot is because we activate the Proof of Valianters. And the Proof of Valianters it's good, except for you lose two random units. So that could be Elma, for example. If you lose Elma, then the shield tactic doesn't work properly, if that makes sense. So we apply that burn. And we apply burn here as well. We'll apply some corrode damage. Astrid staying alive, not bad. Taunted though, pretty much useless. Right, I think this is an L. Yeah, not doing enough damage to them. So let's go ahead and change out Lee and let's try. I know it seems super counterintuitive, but if we take out U3 and we can pop U in, relics are fine. Let's go ahead and jump in and let's see where we get up to. Now remember, Hades is a bit faster, so the additional speed on Hades when he removes that bind effect might be the key, but we'll see. Again, I would like to keep trying using various different units, but we do have Thornbinder Synergy active in this one, so we do get the damage reduction for Lancelot at the front. We apply all that corrode, and it might be better to add somebody who increase. Yeah, so we're solely relying on Lancelot here to do the damage. Or not to do the damage, but to survive for long enough so that we can gain that energy back. So as you can see, we're up to 139 energy already, 145 energy. So we should be getting them back pretty soon once we take action, I think. And we have stolen, so that's actually very useful. In the fact that we've stolen Persephone. Now we stole Persephone because we've got Lancelot's runes. And Lancelot, he does a lot of work with his Phantom Illusion effect. And we did a little bit of damage there, but not altogether too much. We are healing slightly. We apply this burn mechanic to Ellie, which is what we want. And Lancelot here to double the number of corrode counters. Again, we don't have anybody who increases that corrode limit. So currently, I think it's 5, the maximum. But enemies can't do enough damage to Persephone here. So we'll just have to see. And get that heal as well. I think we don't have any Glorians on the team either. So it's just something to keep in mind. Had to sacrifice that Glorian. for Leandra. So potentially that's the problem. But I think Hades should win this for us. And what I mean by that is, so we get the Phantom Illusion effect applied. Fantastic. That is also part of the Valiant synergy as well. So Soul Eater... Yeah, so we took Solomon via Soul Eater, taken Sal via Phantom Illusion effect, and that is only for 2 rounds, so keep that in mind. But we should be... We might be able to burn him out. So Hades steals again. He's stolen Persephone this time. It's just this Ellie that's the problem. So I think by the end of round 13, we should have enough. Okay. So they get Sal back. There we go. We've not done enough damage, I don't think. I think this is an L. Again. Told you it was a tough stage. Yeah, especially without Gaia. Might have to use Gaia, honestly. We'll have to see, though. Yeah, I don't think the Valianters are going to cut it, unfortunately. Just not doing enough damage to them. I think they'll get Persephone back here. No. Gonna go one more round. Hey, he's still doing very weak damage without the increase of the Glorians on the team. There we go. Phantom Illusion effect has been applied once again. Persephone down. Yeah, we're just not doing enough. So back down to 2 again. Back up to 3. Lancelot down. Yeah, that is an L. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, let's take out Leandra. Let's go ahead and pop in Gwyn, I think. Just to get the additional boost. Let's see who goes this time. Not even onto this team yet. We'll see. There we go. 9 rounds. So it was Gwyn. Gwyn is the de facto Glorian that you can put on the team. And it's thinking about it. Thinking about it. So we've seen this team in action. We know what it does. And effectively the reason that we won is because the attack increased from Gwyn. And also the Proof of Glorians. Again, get that Proof of Glorians if you've not already. Reset coming up. I believe it comes out. It's already out, or it's out today. So I'll have a video on that very shortly after. So you do get the attack increases, and we also get the HP increases as well. And that's from every crit that we do. As you can see, built up that energy very quickly. And we've even banished our Ellie. Which is weird because we didn't banish anybody with the Mystifiers team. Just very strange. Maybe it's because of the amount of energy that we didn't build up. Popping off. Round 1, he's done how many super attacks? from every miss. Just fantastic. I love it. Bind effect, so yeah, the end of the round, and then Karnak will trigger. So that's 4. And Karnak's the slowest on the team. It is what it is. But it just means that next round we'll have our... We get the miss here as well. Oh, that's massive. Karnak to trigger again. I know I didn't take Elisha off, but you need to get Elisha. If you've not got Elisha, you need to get Elisha. I honestly, if you've not got Elisha, what are you doing? Well, not paying, I guess. But she is so important to this build. I mean, even at 6 stars, she is just fantastic. She really is. I think she's one of my favourite characters. She looks good as well. Just don't like that super attack. It is what it is. They might fix it. They might not. But enemies are going to be doing a lot of big attacks that attack multiple units. So hopefully a lot of chance to miss, especially with the energy up to 400. Yep. So we get Dullahan here to trigger. And Seraphina. Seraphina's not going to do too much right now. Bind again. What a pain. We do get Corrode kicking him. No silence. Just because we can't silence them. It is what it is. Crit rate increase is what we're going for. And we froze Ellie as well. Not bad. That was a big miss. It's gonna be a lot of damage, I think. We may not even win. Might come down to corrode damage. We'll see. I think we've built up fully now. So even though we've been taunted, I can still do a lot of damage. Yeah, still doing a lot. But unfortunately, I think this is an L. Yeah, not doing enough damage. So what we can do, we'll go through. We know that team can win. And let's take out... We need Karnak. Unfortunately, I think we do have to take out Elisha of this one. And we need to... She just does so much. She just does so much. Just don't think we'll need the Mystifiers. So, jump into Ethereals. If we pop Cleo in, how much damage are we doing here? I was thinking about it. Tell you what, we'll be back in a sec. And there we go. So Cleo made all the difference. Yeah, over in 3 rounds. Cleo made all the difference. Now, my apologies. I know Cleo is very difficult to obtain. She will be on the tickets on the final oath. So save up, get yourself a copy of Elisha, get yourself a copy of Cleo. Those are my recommendations. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change you out. Let's pop Gaia back in. And let's pop Dullahan back in as well. Take out Karnak and we'll pop in Cleopatra. And then we've still got our Deviants, got 2, Celestials 3, Monarchs 3, Glacians, Ethereals, Glorians and Mystifiers as well. And let's go ahead. And I think we can just power through. I think we've got got what we need. And I'll get through to 90, and then I'll call that a day. There we go. Yeah, round 3. Not bad. Guy to do the most. Elisha, MVP of that final match. Now we play the waiting game. There we go. 9 rounds. Slower than I like, but is what it is. And then round 3 again. She's just so good. She's just so good. I love this unit. I absolutely love this unit. I think this is what Arthur should have been. I think he should have been an ethereal monarch. But that's just me. Doom Monarch seems okay. And he goes with Merlin. I get it. You know. I get it. Round 5 for this one. They're a bit tougher. 88. 89. And then I think Talos is the big bad boss of level 90. So I will see if I can move some stuff around as well on that. I don't suspect it'll be too much trouble. But I think replacing this front unit with Audrey again will be the way forward. And then who removes Holy... So Katrina removes Holy Shield on that. So I will use Katrina. So we take out Gwyn and we pop Audrey back in. I think that should be fine. And then on this team, who counters? So it is Katrina, yeah. So if I take out Cleo and I'll pop Katrina in. We've still got our Glacians, only 2 Monarchs though, so something to take into consideration. And let's just see Audrey in effect. Let's see whether or not it does make a difference having Audrey on the team. Or if we need to move into one of the back positions. Might be. Excuse me. So we have applied Vital Drain as well, which is, it can be very effective, especially against the Mistfires team. That Vital Drain will just pump Audrey up all the way to full power right away. Shame. Let's see if we need her. No. Apparently we don't need her. Is what it is. And this team, we'll see if Katrina is a hindrance or if she's a detriment. A detriment or if she's the key to victory. We'll just have to see. See if we die in the first 30 seconds. But she's an ethereal, so we do have 4 ethereals on the team, technically, because I've got the proof of ethereals. This holy armor will kick off, and then Katrina will dispel any holy armor on attack. The corrode also helps dispel that holy armor, so that's corrode from Dullahan. No silence, but we do increase our reflect rate. It's fantastic for this team. There we go. Not too much damage, but we do get the attack increase as well. We are getting our physical defense and magical defense lowered as well, so just something to keep in mind. And that is from the enemy Talanas. Do get our fortitude effect. And this is Seraphina. This is still round 1. And that's because we got that dodge in there. Now, as you can see, Dullahan, now that we've had Seraphina pop off, is massively increasing the damage output that he's doing. So Holy Shield kicks in. None of these attacks will matter. I suspect none of these attacks will matter. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, so we're all fully built up now, Glorians wise. So yeah, as you can see, doing 8,000 million. Still very little damage, but I think it's going to be enough. See how much Katrina does as well. There's 12,000 million and 18,000 million from the triple super. We get the crit increase as well. I think we're all fully built up as far as I can tell. Yeah, and Katrina popping off in the background, all that shield. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. And we're only on round 2. So we get the miss as well. Flipping at Katrina. Silly, 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 silly. Not bad. So let's jump ahead. I think we've got this one in the bag, but yeah, round 15 though. That was very close. That was a very close one. I think we're going to share that so I can make a short out of it. And then, yeah, I think we're good to go. So thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day. Subscribe if you're not already. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. Would really appreciate the help on it. Yeah, good luck.